welcome all of the leaders from Crowd One who have joined us here today, all the members who have joined us here today. And if you are new, if this is your first time to a Super Saturday, a special welcome to you. My name is Darren Telford, and along with my wife, Janine, we are Impact Team Telford, and we come to you all the way from Dover in the United Kingdom. Such a special Saturday today. So many things are happening. Firstly, I would like to send out my condolences to Crowd One members who have recently passed. Please, to all of us, can we keep them in and their families in our thoughts and our prayers during this time of reconciliation and sadness, and hope that with the strength of the family and the family of Crowd One, they will pull through and see the sunlight again at the end of the tunnel. But we carry on, and yes, it is Super Saturday. We are now sitting on about 37 members on the training today, and we're going to be speaking about something that you don't really hear about when it comes to trainings or in an opportunity. When you get involved in an opportunity, not many people talk about the subject. We all know it and we all live it every day, and that's understanding yourself and knowing your true potential. And it's in my journey in Crowd One and in my journey of learning, I've come across this subject many times, and it becomes a pattern, and we need to focus ourselves and learn what we are capable of doing. And today's training will hopefully just open the way you think about yourself and what it is you want and where it is you're going. So we will have a short slide presentation on this subject, which I like to say is very important to anybody in life itself, not just in any new venture or any new opportunity. In life itself, it's very important to understand yourself and to know your true potential and to know where you're going. So we'll go through a short slide presentation on that subject in just a minute. Firstly, I'd like you all to just drop in the chats where you are. We have so many members from around the world. We have them in Saudi Arabia. We have members coming from Taiwan, the Philippines, some of my favorite people in the Philippines. Mabuhay to all of you there. We have is it Cajun Valley? Yes, and we have Philippines again. Suriname, all the way from Suriname. It's so great to have you all on this Super Saturday training, and it's nice to break away from the usual weekly presentations of the opportunity of Crowd One, which we've all got ourselves involved in to change our futures. Yes, this opportunity of Crowd One can definitely change your future if you follow the system. That is already in place. That's not hard to do. We've all just got to follow the system and help each other follow the system. But it's what we do along the way. It's the trainings that we give. We become leaders in ourselves, and we show others that they can become leaders in themselves. And with the trainings, we can carry this across to other people. What we have learned, we can then share with other people. Ah, yes, I forgot, Brother James Yak. I've just seen it pop up. Howdy down to you down under in Australia, Sydney, Australia. Yes, Brother James Yak, welcome. So, guys, I think we're going to just give it another song. What do you think there? One more song, maybe? Just let a few more people come on to the training. We ask for your patience. One more song, and I think we'll then get straight into today's Super Saturday training. Take it away. Welcome back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, a quick nature call. But anyway, we are back, yes, back on Super Saturday. As I said, I have the privilege in President Eddie's absence to be sharing some insightful information that I have learned on my journey in life, especially since I have got involved with Crowd One. The mission of Crowd One is for us to learn to become successful, and that's what today's presentation is all about. I'm not going to take too much time now. I would like to get into the short presentation. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is a short presentation, but it is jam-packed full of nuggets, as our sister Queenie from Down Under says. All those nuggets, those sorry, just had some interference and noise there. That information that will help us to grow ourselves, and in growing ourselves, that is where we actually learn to succeed in life. So we're going to kick it straight off. I will stop my screen share for the presentation. It just makes everything run a little bit more smoothly, but I will be interacting with you guys. So please don't be shy. Chats, if I ask a question, just drop an answer. I'll give you a few moments. Just drop an answer so we can see what your general point of view is on some of the questions that I may have to ask you today in today's training. So just keep an open mind, sit back, relax, and enjoy the training today. And I hope it has an impact in your lives as this subject has made an impact in my life. And so what are we actually here to talk about today? Well, let's get straight into it. We are here, as I said, to talk about understanding yourself and your true potential. All right. Yes, how to achieve success. Understanding yourself. The first step in anything, when you get involved with a new opportunity, you may be thinking to yourself, what is it that I need to do? Well, firstly, you need to understand yourself, who you are, and what you are capable of. If you know who you are and what you are capable of, you'll be able to face more challenges in life and achieve greater success. All right. So just take a moment to think about that. Read it again. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, that's easier said than done. And you may be right. A lot of people go through lives never achieving their true potential. So why is it that we don't always succeed? I'd like to hear some of your answers. Why do you think that people in general don't always succeed in life? Let's have some reasons there. Let's see if you guys can give us some reasons why we don't always succeed in the things we do, the things we start. Any answers? Well, let me give you a few suggestions. Things like, that's too hard for me to do, or I don't have the ability to do that, or I don't think it's something that I'd like or I would enjoy, or too many people are already doing it, or there seems to be a lot involved. There are lots of questions that we ask ourselves, doubts, fears that we put into our minds, which prevent us from understanding who we are, what we are capable of doing. We don't take the chance. So where do we actually start? Well, obviously, always at the beginning. To know what you are capable of, you need to know what you want and what you need to do to achieve it. That is so important, guys. All right. So in order to understand what you are capable of, you need to know what it is you want in life. And you need to take the time every single day to sit on your own and make sure that you are focused on what it is that you want. And when you know what you want, well, then it's easy to find out what you need to do to achieve it. So you need to start by knowing yourself. All right. Asking yourself the right questions like, do you spend more time working or complaining? Do you push things forward or do you delay them? Are you jealous of other people's success or are you keen to learn? So many people are jealous of other people's success and they spend time moaning and groaning. Oh, they're successful, but they don't take the time to think of what that person had to do or learn to reach that success. You may ask yourself, or you may start by asking yourself a question: do you make problems or do you like to solve problems? Problems are just a hurdle in life, but do you see it as a problem or do you like to find a solution to that? And are you the kind of person that offers ideas or solutions when facing an issue? We all face challenges and issues in our daily lives. Some people go and hide, close themselves indoors. Others like to face those challenges. They come up with ideas and solutions. Why? Because they take ownership of their life. We need to take ownership of our lives by knowing who we are. So it's very important that you take the time before you start anything new. Take the time to get to know who you are. Always ask yourself, why? What is the reason you want to change? And there's one simple rule for success, as you can see in that diagram. One simple. Why do you want success? So you've always got to ask yourself, why? Okay? So we've been through it. Start at the beginning. Ask yourself those questions. What kind of person are you? What is it that you like to do? What are the things you want in life? So you get to know yourself and what you want. Then, once you know that, what will it get to take? What will it take to get what you want? What will it take? You need to write it down. You need to make note of it. Because if you don't know what it's going to take to succeed, well, then you won't know what you need to do to learn to succeed. We all have potential in us. We all have capability in us, but we still have to learn every single day of our lives. And I'm not talking about school learning. We need to learn life itself. Everybody has challenges. Everybody's challenges are different. But we need to learn to succeed with that one simple rule. Why? Then, once you've got to that point, it comes to the second stage, the realization and action. Yes. Well, when you know who you are and what you want, you need to put it in action. Yes, act. Action changes things. Once you put what you've learned into action, things will start to change in your life. Because you're not staying where you were. You're moving forward. You're falling forward. You've heard leaders say before, fall forward. Because when you get up, you just continue moving forward. So even though you have fallen or stumbled, fall forward, move forward, act. Because that's a learning block. Those stumbling, those falls, that's a learning block. Step out of your comfort zone. We all have issues. We all have our fears, our doubts, especially when getting involved with something new. We have all those questions running around our head. Can I do it? You know, what does it take to get involved? What do I need to do? We need to step out of our comfort zone. Comfort, I heard an amazing quote. Comfort is an addiction. Give a man a comfortable chair, a plate of food, and a good program, and he will need nothing else. So think of life like that. Think of life like that. If I give you a comfortable chair and a movie and a plate of food and something to drink, are you happy? Is that all you want? Or do you want more? Because for that, you've got to step out of that comfort zone, switch off the TV, get out of the comfortable chair. Ask yourself, what are successful people doing? In getting to know yourself, you need to ask, what are successful people doing? What is making them successful? Okay, some people were born with money, but that's not success. They can lose it just as easily as they make it. Success is a totally different meaning. So what do successful people do to be successful? Well, firstly, they all have a story. They've all come from somewhere. They've all done something to achieve their success. What is your story? That's the next big important thing about getting to know yourself. What is your story? Where did you come from? What have you been through in your life so far? What are the mistakes you've made? And why is that important? Because it shows you your character. You come to the realization of who you are, what it is you want, and how or what you need to do to get it. And you put it into action. That's why the second step in yourself, in knowing yourself, is the realization and action. Action changes things. Know your story. Know who you are. Know why you want it. Remember why you want it. And why is this important? Why is knowing your story, stepping out of your comfort zone, and all of that important? Well, it's simple. Think of it this way. Great. Now you have a story. What next? What next? Everybody has a story. Use what you have learned to help others find their story and change their lives. That's what it's about. Helping others. You have taken the time to focus on yourself and know what you want and how to get it. What would you think if you could help somebody else? When you speak to people, it is important to get to know them and what they want in life. Don't just talk about yourself when you meet people, because that's when they walk away. Get to know them, speak to them, because this way you can show them that they have a story as well. You make them realize that they have a story. And when people understand that, then they understand they have a future. That's hope. Every story can have a happy ending, but it's up to you, the storyteller, how it ends. Very, very powerful. It's up to you, the storyteller. How does your story end? How does your journey end? Are you going to live a life of comfort? Stay addicted to comfort? Or are you going to step out of your comfort zone? Find your story and go out and help others realize they have a story too. And that brings us to the end game, our goals. You now know yourself. You know what you're capable of. You know what you needed to do or learn to get to the point where you want to be. And that's the end game, our goals. You may have one or two. You may have hundreds of goals that you want to achieve. And this is the part where we ask ourselves, how do we achieve these goals? So we follow through with what we have learned and put into action to achieve the things we want. It's important. Follow through. Make a list. What are some of the things we can do? Make a list. Every single day. What do you need to do today? What? And then put times to it. So we've got to follow through with what we've learned in life, what we've learned about ourselves. And that way we can change. Goals and dreams are what make us put in effort every single day. Our goals, our dreams should be our whys. You heard me say it. Should be the reason we get up. Don't drag yourself out of bed. Jump out of bed in the morning. You have reasons, you have goals. But you need to put the effort in every day. We are all born for success, to be great. That's why we dream in the first place. Think about it. We know we dream. And sometimes we even dream while we're awake. We see other people of success and we think, I would like that. That's a dream. So we all know we're born to be great. We're all born to be successful. If you have a clear mindset of what you want and what you need to do to achieve it, you will give all your focus on your end game, on your goals. And that is important. Clear focus, clear mindset. Have a dream wall. My wife has the most amazing dream wall. And anybody who walks into our living room sees the dream wall before the pictures. Because that's her first priority in life. She's got a clear mindset. And why is that important? Because if you don't have a clear mindset, you start clouding your vision. Things start getting in the way. We call them excuses. We call them problems. We start procrastinating. But if you stay focused on your end game, with a clear mindset, you will achieve success. So what is it all about? Why all the effort? You may ask yourself, why all the effort? Well, there's a very simple answer. Because we all want to have a happy future. We all want to be successful. We all want our families to be taken care of. That's why we put in the effort. That's what it's all about. It's about our lives and becoming successful and great in our own lives. Because if we can be successful in our own lives, we can help others become successful. It is so, so important. So we had understanding yourself, getting to know yourself, what you're capable of, pushing the limits, stepping out of your comfort zone, learning what you need to do by asking those questions. What are successful people doing to become successful? Remember, if you hang around with 5 successful people, You will become the 6th if you do what they do. It doesn't matter what the opportunity is. Yes, we are all members and family of Crowd One. That is the opportunity we have taken that's going to help us succeed. But we need to know ourselves, know our capabilities, learn to step out the comfort zone, learn what it takes to succeed in Crowd One by following the ones who've already achieved it, the leaders. That's what I'm doing. I'm following Sister Queenie, Brother Stephen, directors, Sister Adelaide, directors. I'm following President Eddie, and I'm following Ambassador George, because they've all done it. And if I stay focused on my mindset, on what I am doing, and I'm prepared, remember I said I'm prepared to learn what it needs to take to become successful with Crowd One. And that will allow me the potential to fulfill my goals, my end game. So can you see how each one of those steps, taking the understanding, putting it into action, following the leaders, inviting people to the presentations every single day? There are thousands of presentations around the world, but you need to bring the people to those presentations, learn how to do it. Come to the trainings. That's where you learn how to do it. You ask your questions. That's where I said the focus comes in. Write down what you need to do every single day. Put a time to it, and this time I need to do that. Phone calls, 1 o'clock, presentation. Who have I invited? Oh, I've got 2 people on today. Excellent. Is there training later? Well, if it's not the Monday, Wednesday, Friday training with Janine and I, you have a Tuesday training with Sister Adelaide as well, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So there is training every single day. And then we have Super Saturday, where we step away from the compensation plan and the amazing opportunity of Crowd One, and we share the information that you won't learn anywhere else with each other. I've spent the last year and a half learning, educating myself, and these are topics that come up so many times and that have helped me in my journey and staying focused in my goals and my end game. Guys, that is the end of our training, our Super Saturday for today. As I said, it was a very short presentation because I like to have a powerful, packed presentation. A few points that you can take note of and go back to. If you ever find you're in a position that you're struggling, if you need some inspiration or motivation, or maybe you just get stuck and you want to open your mind again, get to know yourself again. I will also, just for everybody on the call today, we will be posting today's Super Saturday training slides. So if you want to go and copy it, we will be putting it on our YouTube page. Janine will put the link now in the chat so that you can go and just join us on our YouTube page. We will also, are you just going to put it on the YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will just put it on the YouTube. So if you go to the link we put into the chat, you can just click on YouTube, subscribe, and we also have the Crowd One presentations and trainings on there as well. But if you would like to get a copy of these slides that I've shown you today, so that you could take it back to your teams as a training. That's what's important. Remember what I said. In knowing yourself, you can help others to know themselves, which means they will learn how to succeed as well. That's when work, if you call it work, becomes enjoyable, when you start to love what you're doing. I love spending time with each and every one of you on the presentations, on the training, on the Super Saturdays, on the live events. So even though the world is still in a part lockdown, we can share and spend time with each other with technology and help grow each other at the same time. So I'd like to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share just a few nuggets and words of inspiration that have played an important part in my life and our journey in the road to our success, what we want, our end game in life. So yep, Janine has posted that link in the chat group for all of you to copy and just subscribe to our YouTube page. It's full of all sorts of amazing Crowd One information. There are presentations, there are trainings, and we will also post this Super Saturday training. So I just want to see if there is any of the leaders on the call that I can just call to say a few words on how knowing themselves and learning help them in Crowd One, just what it has done for them in their lives, their journey. Let me just see who I can call on. Who we got here today? I know Brother James Yak from Down Under is also his coordinator. 3-star, I think he is. Asked to unmute. Brother James, I just love your journey, your words. Just if you could just share with everybody how you have changed since you have been, and I know you've only been involved for a short period of time, but just share with the people on the training today how your journey with Crowd One has changed everything about the way you think in life. Brother James?
Oh, I lost my camera. I don't know what happened. Where did it go?
No problem.
Yeah. Yes, I joined Crowd One in June. I think June the 4th, and I've been doing great. My life has changed. I've improved. Now I'm really like committed 100% with this Crowd One because I can see that is the way, the only way I can see it. In a very short time, one can improve, and especially ranking, brothers and sisters. Stick to the ranking position. That's the, if you commit to that, the rest will come, you know. And since I joined the business, a lot of things is changing. The way I do things is different now. I put everything in my notebook, and I actually arrange the way I'm going to take my day and the way I'm going to take my night. And the presentation, mind you, I attend today nearly this number 4. So any presentation happening, I'm always there. I start from 1 o'clock in the morning till midnight. I'm looking and watching and listen to the leaders and learn from them, their style, how they present, how they talk to their teams. And that's the way you need to do, because that's the technique. We're learning every day from each other. You take from your brother and give it to your brother. That's how we take and give. We take and give. And that's how we can improve to help each other, because we are fighting the poverty in the world. Anywhere around you go, people are running down, special corona now, and coronavirus. has stopped everybody now. No traveling, nothing, no work, even people are redundant. So if you think about it, what will take us to the next stage? If you have something in your hand that you can talk to your brother on Zoom app, you are in your own house. Today I'm in my room, in my bedroom. That's office and it's my bedroom at the same time, which I would never experienced that before. I had some businesses I did some years back when I came to Australia in 2006. I happened to, somebody introduced the business to me. She was my upline. Now she's my downline. Look at that. Thing turn around. So crowd one is, imagine, is the way that can take you to where you want to go, where you want to be. If you want to be a good person, you want to be rich, you want to help your parents and family and yourself, that's the way I think crowd one can give you this. I guarantee that can give you if you stick to it. But if you quit, if you are a quitter, then where will you get? You can quit in any field. Any field you can quit. You can live going to the right or live going to the left. But if you are a quitter, then you are a loser here in this business. But if you are not a quitter, you do it slowly, you just follow the leaders, copycat, just copy them and just follow. I'm following. But I'm not like, okay, I'm not, nobody commands me, but I follow the others so that I become successful like they are. Okay, so that's the way to go, man. Let's go.
Thank you, brother James. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. Our new motto from brother, what's his name? Ambassador Anthony. Let's go. That's it, guys. You've heard brother James explain it exactly how I did. When you get involved with an opportunity, you've always got to find out who you are and what it is you want in life. And by knowing that, you know the action, as he says, follow. It's up to you to follow the leaders. They are there. They have achieved the levels. We each need to follow what they did. It's as simple as that. Duplication. 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 But get to know yourselves first, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you all for joining us on Super Saturday today. I hope you go forward into the new week with the new understanding of what you need to do. Start to know yourselves, focus on yourselves, get to know what you want, what it's going to take to get there. Put it into action, and you will achieve your end goal. I know I'm going to achieve my end goal. Brother James knows he's going to achieve his goals. That's what we are all capable of doing. Crowd one is the amazing opportunity that I am using to help me reach my goals, my end game. The things that I really want in life. Look at President Eddie. He and his wife, Mariana, they now have one of their goals. They own some property, bed and breakfasts. That was their goal. Their dream was to own a holiday vacation stay. And now they have it because they stayed focused. They used the opportunity of crowd one to achieve what they really wanted because they knew themselves. They knew their capabilities. They put it into action. And now they're at their end goal. Now they just do it again. But they enjoy doing it because of the relationships and the friendships they made along the way. Remember what I said, when you know yourself, you will be able to help others to know what they are capable of. So to everybody who has joined us on Super Saturday today, thank you again for sharing and spending your time with me. I really enjoyed it. Sunday school tomorrow at 2 p.m. Let's not forget that. Let's join Sir Peter Jacobson for some more inspirational learning on how to change the way we think and change our lives. So Sunday school tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central European time, and then a brand new week of just sharing and caring. Guys, we will see you in the new week. Sorry?
Learning and earning.
Learning and earning, as I like to say. And it kicks off on Monday with Sister Rosie from South Africa, presenting at 1 p.m. Central European time. Guys, we've got the weekend to just get on the phone people we know we haven't spoken to in a long time, and just invite them to that. But otherwise, guys, from Janine and I, if you are in a lockdown like Brother James, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Take care of your families. We are all thinking of you from around the world, to families who have lost loved ones, to us all in Crowd One who have lost a brother, a family member in Crowd One. Our prayers and thoughts go out to his family, as I've said. Please just keep them in your prayers and thoughts going forward, and wish them all the best for the future. But until we see each other again, we love you all. Take care of yourselves. God bless you. See you soon.
There we go. Yes. Thank you.